What's up, guys? This is Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 13 team builder for Red or the Regional Elite Draft League. This is the last week of regular season play, and you'll probably notice that, again, I'm filming this before all of my other games have been played. Vic and I aren't going until after this match has been played, so you definitely will not be able to know my Week 11 outcome until this coming weekend, I would imagine. Um, and Adam had to push back our game a day because he had his Wi-Fi went out. So I'm not playing Adam until the day before this is being played. So you guys will probably see like 3 red games in the same week, which is going to be insane. But you know, I don't know. Not much of a choice because we're heading into playoffs at the end of this week anyways. So, well, I don't know if I'll be in playoffs or not because, again, we won't know what my record is. But essentially, if I beat Nacho here, I do clinch at the very least playoffs. At the moment, we're just finishing up week 12, and the cap is 7 wins for the bottom of playoffs. Nacho is out of playoff contention, I believe. I'm like 90% sure that he's out. I know he's not. He's going to build properly because he knows the game matters for me. So we'll expect that. Let's run through Nacho's team, though. Tapu Koko, Z-User, Hawlucha, Victini, Blastoise, Delmise, Mega Steelix, Zygarde 10%, Silvally, Illumise, Z-User, Furfrou, and Credilli. Priority options in, Victini with Quick Attack, Zydog with Extreme Speed, Blastoise with Aqua Jet, Hazard setting in Steelix with Rocks, and Credilli with Rocks. Removal options in Koko with Defog, Hawlucha with Defog, Blastoise with Spin, Delmise with Spin, Silvally with Defog, and Illumise with Defog, and 1 4x weakness in Zydogo to Ice. Alright, his hazard setting is really poor, and Mega Steelix is 100% coming into this game. Start with that. Mega Steelix, Koko, Lucha, Victini, Blastoise. I believe all 5 are coming, 100%. And then I find it hard to believe that Delmise, Illumise, Furfrou, or Credilli come. He might bring Credilli to stop Araquanid, which I'm not sure if he's super scared of Araquanid with Hawlucha on his team or not, and Hawlucha Koko, but he should be, because it still hits his team stupid hard, and Credilli's essentially his only liquidation answer. So anyway, I think it's between like Silvally Delmise in the last spot. Maybe Silvally Dark, because he doesn't have a Dark type on the team, so Silvally Dark's a decent answer to Mega Zam. In my mind, like a physical Silvally Dark kind of does well against my team. I mean, Buzzwole kind of walls it, so he might want to run mixed with maybe Flamethrower or something, who knows. Yeah, because I have double Fairy too, so it's not the best option in the world, but it's not the worst either. Let's start off with our team then now. Miltank, and actually I'll just sort of like run through my strategy before I run through the team, okay? His walls don't have recovery. Credilli has like Giga Drain synthesis things. Delmise has synthesis. That's what you're looking at for recovery on his walls. My plan is to hazard stack him and force him to switch around quite a bit. Obviously, my team like really lacks momentum. It's essentially Comfy and Vikavolt are my momentum grabbers on this team, and I'm not bringing either of them. I just don't see a world where Vikavolt doesn't just get blown back by the Victini, and I can't really run a move that's going to hit the Mega Steelix well enough to deal with that. So we're opting not to run Vikavolt this week, despite it looking okay. Victini is 100% coming. I'm definitely predicting a physical Victini. I think physical Victini makes a lot of sense here. Special Victini could also make sense. It doesn't really matter either way because Miltank should be able to handle it with Thick Fat. Milk Drink, Rocks, Seismic Toss, and Toxic. Rocks are going to be key. Again, I can't pressure his spinners to not spin, but I might be able to. Toxic is there for the spinners if they want to switch in on me. Toxic's also going to help out against the Koko. I'd love to get a Toxic on that thing. Milk Drink for recovery, of course, and Seismic Toss is consistent damage against everything not named Delmise, but Delmise just gets Toxic and it can't touch me, really, so that's going on there. Fully physically defensive. I'm getting pretty lazy at the end of the season here, and I'm not like optimizing EV spreads. I'm just sort of going for what's going to work realistically before we potentially head into playoffs or potentially get a bye. Again, we still don't know. Klefki's coming. I actually think that Klefki has a pretty amazing matchup against this team. Spike Stack just works extremely well because Hawlucha is his flying type, and I can T-Wave spam his threats. Realistically, those being Hawlucha and Victini. Once they're Thunder Waved, they're pretty much non-existent threats to my team, especially Hawlucha. Once it's Thunder Waved, Mega Alakazam will 100% outspeed it, even with Unburden, and I can just blow it back with a Psychic. Like it's an unthreat, if you will, once it's paralyzed. Foul Play will blow through the Victini, even if he's a timid special set. It's going to two-shot him. I won't outspeed it, of course. Foul Play will also deal with the Zydago, deals with the Delmise. Pardon me. Deals with the Steelix to an extent. Obviously, Steel is neutral to Dark these days, so I can deal with it that way. Yeah, I mean, just good neutral coverage. Physical Coco still doesn't want to take it. And then I have Reflect there to be able to handle physical Victini a little bit better. Light Screen might be better for special, but I also think Zydago is like a threat too. Actually, you know what? I am going to change it to Light Screen. Because if he's physical, then Miltank checks it every time, so I don't need Reflect. Physically defensive, Klefki, again, I'm not really, like, it doesn't matter that I'm running no offenses, and I don't need the speed just for Foul Play, which I'm already getting outsped by everything that I would be doing with that. Shuka is for the Steelix. I can live like an Earthquake and get up spikes on it, or the Zydago, I can live 1,000 arrows and Foul Play it. Araquanid next, bringing Mystic Water. I don't want to bring Choice Band because he could bring Cradilly, and I don't want to lock myself into Liquidation when he's got Cradilly sitting there. But it does hit stupid hard, so like no attack investment because Water Bubble doubles the power of Water type moves like every time, and Liquidation's a base 85 move. It's still doing a shitload of damage to everything on his team. Blows through a lot of it, actually. Sticky Webs, because, again, I'm trying to Hazard Stack him. And don't worry, we're not bringing T-Spike Strigology. Otherwise, I would be bringing every single type of Hazard, which I actually do think might do well. Again, I don't think his removal is very reliable, besides the fact that I don't have a Ghost type to spin block him. I just can't imagine a world where he's going to bring, like, Defog, Coco, Hawlucha. So, I don't know. Excuse me, pardon the yawn. Toxic is there, catching something, switching in. Preferably Blastoise. If he's going to switch in Blastoise, that's fine. Lunge for lowering attack. If he wants to switch in, I don't know, Victini on a bug move, like let's say he's Cradilly, and then he swaps into Victini, knowing that I'm not going to Liquidation, then I can lunge it. I don't know. Like, lunge is also there for the Cradilly. If he's running like Rock Slide or something, that's going to help out because Rock Slide will not be killing me if I get a lunge off, presumably. And we're running Spadef Araquanid to take... Oh, well, we definitely eat Blue Flares from Victini. That's for sure. That's the first thing. We can take on Blastoise 1v1 very easily with this set as well. Dragology, bringing Assault Vest Dragology. This is my main Tapu Koko answer. I really hope he doesn't bring Nature's Madness, although to break down on my walls, Nature's Madness does make a lot of sense. Sludge Wave for the Koko, and probably Delmise, probably Cradilly. Silvally, if it's not Silvally Fairy, I don't know. Or if it is Silvally Fairy, or if it's not Silvally Dragon, really. Surf is there for the Victini. Dragon Pulse just is good neutral damage. Also there for the Zydog, although 1,000 Arrows blows me back, so does Outrage. Thunderbolt is there for the Hawlucha in electric terrain. So I should be able to eat at least one hit from the Hawlucha just based on my HP investment if he's not boosted. Get a Thunderbolt off and blow through him. Again, fully Spadef with the AV. I'm running a very bulky team. All four of these mons are extremely bulky, and actually Buzzwole is bulky too, but we'll get to that in a sec. Mega Alakazam kind of runs through him. I can get up a sub on things that are non-threats to my Alakazam. Things like Blastoise. I can't imagine the Blastoise having a way to actually hit my Alakazam, realistically. Shadow Ball is there for the Victini and the Delmise. Only reason that's there. Focus Blast is there for the Steelix. If he's Silvally Dark, it's there for that as well. Those are the only options that I would run, that I would hit Focus Blast on. I'm probably not going to click it against Furfrou or Cradilly, but I could, in theory, click it against those. Psychic blows through Hawlucha, like I said. It's going to blow through Tapu Koko, blow through the Blastoise, blow through Zydog. blow through Illumise, and depending on the Silvally type, it'll blow through that too. And then sub is there again. I can hopefully abuse sub against something here. Max special attack modest with a lot of speed. This amount of speed lets us outrun Tapu Koko, which is the fastest thing on his team. This is also the only mon on my squad that is running any speed this week, so it makes it really easy for me to talk about the speed investment. Tiny bit of HP, odd value though, so then I put the rest in Spadef. And then last but not least is Buzzwole. Bring Cobra Berry, bulk up with Roost, Drain Punch, Thunder Punch. Basically anything that wants to eat a Drain Punch doesn't really want to eat a Thunder Punch, and the only thing that we're not hitting is Delmise. Otherwise I got walled by the Victini. If the Victini switched in, and I was like, well, I want Earthquake, but then I can't hit the Hawlucha or the Delmise, so it's sort of a mix-up there, but I did want Bulk Up and Roost. So the main job is to, like, deal with Zydog. Zydog Mega Steelix I can kind of deal with. Victini is still going to be a huge problem, but if he's physical, then I might be okay with the Bulk Up. I don't know, we'll see. Probably still won't live the V-Create, but Buzzwole does have an incredible defense stat. I'm actually getting attack beast boosts, and I don't want to be getting attack beast boosts. I think I want to be getting defense beast boosts. So there we go. Now we'll be getting defense beast boosts. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it with the Buzzwole. I mean, Coco, like, honestly, something is gonna wall this Buzzwole set, but I need the Roost for recovery, because I'll be switching in on Zydog a lot, and then I want the Cobra Berry to eat a hit from the Hawlucha and be able to sort of revenge it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'll be able to live a +2 hit, but definitely a neutral hit I can revenge very easily if I put him in a situation. I've done this before, and if you're curious about this and how I've done this before, you can go back and check NCL Season 1 when I played Nacho, the Detroit Teravolts. I faked him out. I was running Fellstinger, Mega Beedrill, and I faked him out. I typed in the chat, oh, GG, because I think he was like about to sweep me with his with something. Xurkitree, I think it was Xurkitree. He was about to sweep me with a Xurkitree. I was like, oh, GG, because I was like, oh, damn, dude, my Mega Beedrill's gonna like lose. But I got the Fellstinger boost, and I swept him. Mega Beedrill got 6 kills that game. And so I'm hoping to be able to fake him out again. I know this is like the scummiest thing ever, because he's a really good friend, but I'm hoping to fake him out if he's like set up with Hawlucha or something, and I'm like, oh no, dude, GG. Just put the early GG and make him think that I'm not gonna double or something, and then live the hit with Koba and revenge kill it with Thunder Punch and Electric Terrain, hopefully. I don't know. It might be stretching, but that's sort of the strategy here. I'm not entirely sure how much this match is even gonna matter. In the grand scheme of things, but we'll see. We're gonna have some fun with it at the very least, because Nacho's a good buddy, and yeah, it's nice to battle him. So anyways, that's the team, guys. I will catch you guys for the match, and hopefully we pull out a dub.